Well, let's see if we get
Good
anywhere.
morning. Good morning.
Well, so far nothing. Oh, I'm blurry again,
Yeah,
but it says
just okay.
excellent as far as the video. This is just, I'm blurry.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why.
While ago is much better while
It
ago.
was fun the whole time. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we're starting to annoy me.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
The internet's so shitty here. Well, there's nothing I
Okay.
can do about it right now.
Mhm. Just drink the coffee.
No, I didn't. Yeah. Well, we'll wait till people show up. We are early, not by much, but we are early.
Mhm. That's fine. It's
And
only
here,
for
well,
5 minutes earlier.
yeah, I'm all blurry again, and it says excellent.
Yeah, sometimes it's blurry and sometimes it become clear. Maybe the speed of the internet.
Well, we got Mr. McLovin in the house, and sorry,
Oh,
I thought my internet speed was a lot.
good morning, McLovin. Happy
Hey, McLovin, how
Easter.
you doing? Yeah, tomorrow's Easter, right? Today for you, right?
That's the uh yeah, it's Sunday today.
Hey, Mayor, how you doing?
Good morning. Good morning, Mary. Mary.
Yeah, Mayor's in the house.
How you doing, Mary?
Yeah,
Oh, maybe McLovin, maybe. You're funny.
okay, I guess. So, how's your leg doing,
Mhm.
Mayor? You getting better? My upper, my thighs, oof, from that walk today.
Yeah, the muscles, right?
Yes, they're aching.
Mm. Yep.
My knees feel good.
That's a good exercise for the knee. Only the muscle, your muscles, it's already too much exercise for the muscle.
Yeah, you got to remember, it's a long. It's at least it feels that way. A slow climb, and then you go down for a little bit, and then it's up again. So on the way back, you got the same thing again. Legs still bad? Yeah. It was. Yeah, you're right. But there was some loud pickup trucks. They like the pickup trucks loud here, I guess. A lot of four
Mhm.
wheels, and I seen it. Hey, McLaren, I seen this truck. Either he's in the process of raising it up, or he put a smaller engine. I don't know, but it was like this going down the street, and I was looking at it, and I was like, "That looks so stupid." And there was nothing in the back of the bed of the truck. It was just like this. It said like this, like cars used to be. It was, and I was like, "Wow!" And it was up high. He had at least 6 inch lift in the front. maybe more, because there was quite a gap between the wheel well and the tire.
Mm.
I was like, wow, okay. So he must have been in the process of lifting it and ran out of money. Can you hear all that noise, Miles, from me?
Yeah, I just only heard that the kids here they are yelling outside.
What are they yelling?
I don't know. And the dog, you can hear the dog.
Yeah, but man, what else do I have to do? You know what I mean? What else do I have to? I rode. The total was about 4 point something miles round trip. But it ain't like I got anything else to do, and I just want to get out of the house. You know,
Yep.
man, I am blurry, blurry, blurry. I don't blame anybody if they don't want to watch. You know,
Mm.
and you're in the Philippines and you got a nice clear video of you.
Yeah. The, the internet works so well this time.
Yeah.
Hey, the boy who's cleaning the gutter, B, he's wo-
Did he do it?
he's work now. He's working. That's why I. It's a long time that I never seen him. He said last Friday. Oh, I am working in
Yeah, I'm alive. What was that? All right. Hey, why don't you go ahead and entertain everybody? I'll be right back.
why?
The salmon is done.
Okay, good.
Go ahead and talk to the folks. I'll be right back.
Okay, okay. Yes, oh, Brent had salmon, yummy dinner, and maybe I will going to have a slice also for my lunch today. Maki, say hi to your fans, Maki. I Mimi. Me. Say hello to your fans. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Wait, where's Daddy now? Where is Daddy? Daddy. Yeah, yesterday, Mary, Brent's walked so far from their house, from from his daughter house, going to a convenience store. He said, but quite far away. What? Talking to him while he's walking, but he walks very far. Walking, walking. Sicko, me. No, you want to go out? No, Earth. Later you knock again the door. You stay here. Oh no. Coffee. What's that? Wow, yummy. Is it rice? Rice and salmon? Oh, a big soda.
Yeah,
A
I'll
big,
probably
a
order
big,
three.
hey, a big bottle of soda.
Yeah.
Don't drink too much, darling.
Oh, a Carolina squat, huh? Yeah, it looked like, dude, it was bad. I was like, what? Commercials? Yeah. I don't know why.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. And but Glavin, what's the purpose of it, though? You know? Yeah, salmon. I love salmon. That's that's the steak of the sea. She's sleeping. Hey, making dinner tomorrow for Easter. I don't think they're doing anything here special. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they're doing anything special. Hey, Dan Marie, how you doing?
Dan, good morning. Dan, good evening.
What's for Easter dinner? I don't. What are you gonna do for Easter, Miles? It sucks that I'm not gonna be there.
Easter here is over.
Why's that?
It's already over. Today is Sunday already. Almost over.
Yeah, he's got this. The rice is
What?
good. It's
Is it
rice.
brown rice? Yeah.
No, it's regular rice, but he put seasonings in it.
Oh, okay.
Then they got this salmon, and he put some type of seasoning on it. I don't know what it is. I haven't tasted it.
Where's the vegetable be?
They're having carrots. I'm not a big fan of carrots. Even when I was a kid, I was never a big fan of carrots. Not like carrots and coleslaw, but
Mm.
as far as yeah, it is, man. The rice is pretty good. I haven't tasted the salmon yet. It's kind of I'm let it rest because they just took it off they fried it. You
Oven.
know, no. They cooked it on top of the stove.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear it's
Yeah.
how much is gas there now, Miles?
Gas is more than 100 for the regular, and diesel now is 130.
Diesel here is $5.15 per gallon, which I never understood that because diesel's like the after, you know what I mean? The leftover, I guess you would say. I don't know. Yeah, I know. They're preparing for it now. They're getting all the homeless off the streets, and they're cleaning the streets up in downtown Austin there. No, Austin, downtown Augusta. We drove through there, and the street sweepers were out, and it looked like a big paddy wagon. And Brandon, son-in-law, was like, "Yeah, they're picking up all the homeless people." I said, "What do they do with them?" He says, "They get them out of the city and they put them in like a hotel or something. I don't know."
Mm.
Instead of taking care of the problem, they hide it.
Yep.
And the vegetables, I know, McLaren, I know. I just,
That's what I am
yeah,
asking McLovin. Where is the vegetable? No
like I said,
string beans.
they're having carrots, and I just never been a fan of carrots. I never, I
Mhm.
don't know why. Maybe it's a texture thing. I don't know. Missing veggies? No. They're in the kitchen. They're not missing. I know where they're at. Oh yeah, salmon and butter. Real butter, man. Like the Kerry's Gold Irish butter. Hey, Dodge, glad to see you, man.
Hey,
How you
how's
liking? How you
life?
liking? Yeah, how
Davao.
you liking Davo? How you liking Davo, man? Yeah. I mean, I eat vegetables, but there's vegetables I don't. Carrots is one
Yeah,
of them. And what's the white ones? Cauliflower? Is it cauliflower?
cauliflower. Yeah,
I
cauliflower.
can't eat that either. I can't. I don't know why I can't eat
I
cauliflower.
I I like the cauliflower. It's just blanch, half done, so
Yeah,
you can
blanks.
feel. You can still feel the crunchy thing.
Yeah,
Crunchy. Yes. Hey,
yeah. We got.
Hannah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
glad.
glad to see you back, Hannah.
Yeah, I was because I know the last time you came on, you were talking about your heart failure, and I was like, oh man, hope she's okay. You know,
Oh, Sunday. How's your what
her heart.
heart?
Yeah, yeah. Some sugar. Yeah, I might like them then. I just never been. Yes, real butter. Oh, really, Aldi? They've been showing a lot of videos on Aldi about because I don't know the deal. They're saying they give you the impression that they're cheaper and they have people dancing in the aisles.
Mm.
I see it on YouTube once in a while. Shorts. 25 cats. Yeah. Cats. Yeah. Then if you ask people who's this cat, and they're like, it's mine, and I'll say, okay, why is there one in the street? You know, this is really good. But I don't want to be rude. Yeah, the cats, Miles. How about the cats?
I like the cats if I am the one who raising them.
Yeah, but if you had a cat, would you have it kept inside or would you let it go outside?
I I if they want to go out, I let them go to have something, do their business outside.
But all you gotta do is get a litter box,
Yeah.
and you put it into the second bathroom
Mm-mm.
because nobody really uses that bathroom, and you keep the litter box in there.
When I was young, I put in a small bucket, a big bucket, and put some wood ash in
Oh
there.
yeah, yeah, or kitty litter.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't hate cats, but if I had a choice between a dog and a cat, I'd pick a dog every time. You know, I have nothing against cats. I would never hurt a cat.
Good
Hey, RV, how you
morning,
doing,
Vic
man?
and Irving.
Oh, you don't like them either? Like I said, it's just something about carrots. They're not very appealing, you know?
Mm.
I wonder if when you're eating carrots, cooked carrots, if you dip them in like ranch or something like that, how they taste. I just wonder how they taste with ranch. Everything tastes good with ranch. Yeah, they're clean. All these are clean.
Mm.
Oh,
What is polymyalgia?
I don't know. I have to look it up. It's an autoimmune condition. That'd be tough. It's gotta be hard. Something to deal with. Yeah, I think we had a growing up. We had two cats. One was named Useless, and the other was named Snowball. I think it was. They were both inside cats until Useless got out, and it was over. He didn't want to come back in.
Mhm.
He stuck around the house. We used to have an air conditioner that was in, and he'd sit up on top of that all the time, and he'd be up there at night,
Mm.
and he'd stay up there. But he didn't know nothing to do. He nothing to do with coming in the house after that. I think Snowball's my sister's cat. Yeah, it was white, pure white cat with blue eyes.
Mhm.
It never bothered anybody.
It's just like the cat of Carlo,
Yeah,
blue eyes. Hi, good morning, John.
yeah.
Morning.
And see, I'll eat carrots then when they're raw. I'll eat them, dipping them
Yeah,
in ranch.
the bell pepper like this big, cut
Yeah,
into strip, cut into strip and just dip in ranch. Oh, yummy. And the
yeah, that's
small
good.
is small carrots like this big, it raw. It's good.
Are you allowed to? Are you allowed to do that, McLovin? Are you allowed to bring butter from the states to the Philippines? Or would that be like a no no?
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like carrots when they have them in little sticks. Cut this like the sticks when you eat chicken wings, buffalo wings. They give you carrots and they give you celery, and you dip it in the ranch dressing. I'll eat it that way. It's just a cook carrot. Something about them. I don't know what it is. I'm weird. I'm weird. I know. I get it. But carrots cooked. I just don't like. But
Mm.
like Mary was saying, with the honey or the butter with uh
Sugar cane. Sugar
yeah,
cane.
sugar cane or brown sugar.
Mm-mm.
It's pretty good. I like brown sugar, especially when
More, more,
what's that thing you put the brown sugar on? It's really good. I do miss
it's
your cooking.
more safety the safer the brown sugar than the white.
Brandon does a lot of southern cooking. A lot of it's good. He's a good cook. Yeah, yeah. See, I'm not the only one. I won't eat cooked carrots. I'm about them. Ugh. Yeah, he's got a lot of southern influence in his cooking. It's good. I ain't complaining.
Mhm.
He likes a lot of flavor to it, a lot of seasonings. One time I was doing chicken and he was putting the seasoning. I'm thinking, man, he's over seasoning that chicken. And it came out good, really good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I apologize. I guess YouTube is pushing this live out. They put a lot of commercials in it. It's live. I mean, they're pushing it. They want to make their money. I don't know
Mm.
why. I'm freaking blurry as hell.
So,
I don't know why. Yeah, see, it's a man thing. The unanswered question there. I don't know. I have no idea. And I've been telling Miles, I just wish I just stayed in the Philippines, and, because it feels like even being here, I'm getting nowhere. You know, it gets very frustrating. It's very annoying.
it is what it is.
Dude, yeah, you're right. What's his name gave us the what was his name, Miles? The one that gave us the butter.
Curtis?
Yes,
Curtis.
Curtis. Mr. and
Mm.
Mrs. Curtis. You know, they probably, yeah, you're right. You're right, McLovin. That's the only way. You can't buy it here. I mean, here. Yeah, you can buy it here, but you can't get it in the Philippines. And I looked for it. Even when we went to the markets, they didn't have any. Because I would have bought, I would have bought every, because you can freeze butter.
Mm.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll just pack it, freeze it, and then the
Mm.
morning I leave, I put it in a Ziploc bag
Yeah.
and bring it. Hopefully, it doesn't totally melt away.
You, after taking out from the you
Well, they say,
you put in a it after take out from the freezer, you wrap with cloth and then
because
put in a ziploc. Yeah, cloth.
they say down in the luggage compartment in a plane, it gets real cold. But then they got a separate compartment if you got pets, like dogs or whatever, an animal. They have a separate compartment where it's not cold.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's true. I got no reason to be in the luggage compartment. Okay, thanks, Mary. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that, man. It's not, they're not trying to be rude. They're just trying to figure you out. You know what I mean? They don't. They're like, who's this guy? You know what I mean? That'll go away after a while. I mean, even I was there what 7 years? Yeah, 7 years. And even the people that didn't know me would stare, like look at me, you know. And after a while, you just ignore it. They're not trying to be rude or anything like that. It's just they're just very curious. Some will come up to talk to you, some won't because they're shy, or they're embarrassed because they feel their English is not good enough.
Hmm.
What? Want some?
No, I will have later. I'm
And
going to
Miles,
cook also.
Miles has some salmon in the freezer. I said, she ain't sharing it though. And I said, I don't blame you.
Exclusively.
How many layovers? You know, I didn't have McGovern. I flew from Loag to Manila. No, but I had to stick around for one day because me and Miles I had to get my permission letter to leave the Philippines. All right,
Mm.
was it took like How long did it take? Like 3 minutes, Miles?
In Bureau of Immigration,
Yeah,
no, it's
didn't take long at
only,
all.
I think it's 10 minutes. Yes, let's say it's
Yeah,
10 minutes.
you got people that get on YouTube and they bitch and they complain about how things are done. I haven't experienced any of the complaints. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
As long as you know how to approach those officers and then talk them spontaneously, give them respect. Of course,
I think
they'll
exactly,
entertain you. Hmm?
exactly. If you go there acting like a human being and not like you're entitled to everything,
Yeah.
everything's real smile. You go there with a smile on your face and you talk nice to them. They get things done. Now, if you come in there acting like a jerk, like you're entitled to, like everybody needs to stop because you showed up, you're gonna be like, you're gonna wait.
I observed that they more entertain foreigners than the Filipino. Yeah. Hmm.
I never, like I said, I was all these complaints I hear from people. Oh, when you go to immigration, I haven't experienced any of it. None of it. I'm being honest with you.
We haven't seen Kroger's here, right?
No, you don't have Kroger's there.
Hmm.
Yeah, Kroger's. Yeah, I think, man, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna, like I said, get all the stuff that I bet we can't get in the Philippines. Even some seasonings that Miles can't get.
Yeah. Do you know the seasoning that Mr. What's that name? Alan gave you?
Yeah, you can get. They got that here.
Yeah,
I seen it at
that's good.
Walmart.
That is good. That is a good seasoning too, especially barbecue.
Yeah, salmon's really good. It's not over seasoned. Yeah, like I said, he's got to have some type of. But he said he grew up in like Washington, not state, Washington D.C. and the Baltimore area. But his cooking has a lot of Southern roots to it. Influence. Really. I'm
Mm.
being spoiled, Miles.
Oh,
Hey, dog, Florence,
hello,
how you doing?
Daryl. It's a long time no hear, long time no talk. What's what's how's Florence doing?
Yeah, how's Florence and your daughter doing?
Daughter and daughter.
Yeah, but we realize that, man. Now, I realize you all have busy lives.
Yeah,
As soon
that's
as I,
what Brent said.
yeah, I don't think I don't get all upset if people don't watch my videos or come on to our lives.
He said, Daryl, Brent said the Texan girl, the Texan boy guy is very busy. So
Yeah, they're busy. He's got a life. Which haircut? My haircut? Maybe. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Yeah. Well, what's wrong with my haircut, man? Yes. Yes. If you're there
yeah,
more than, I think
yeah.
is it 6 months, Miles? If you're there more than 6 months, if you leave, you got to get excuse me, you got to get a permission, permission slip from dad to leave the country.
Mm-mm.
All they're doing is make sure that nobody's looking for you, you know, or you're not tied in with a court case, and, you know, which is understandable. But you know something, I believe all countries do that, you
Yeah,
know, I believe all countries do that.
clearance.
Make sure,
uh,
yeah, exit clearance. Are you practicing on the EV?
yeah,
Are
but
you,
it's
you
still
being,
but it's still nervous.
well, yeah, confidence. You're a good driver
Yeah.
too. You, you're a good driver.
Mm-mm.
You and Grace need to drag race up and down the street.
Darrell, Brent, leave me an everyday routine here. Turn on his motorbike.
No, the only thing I ask is do me a favor. At least 5 or 10 minutes out of the day, start the motorcycle, let it run a little bit.
Yeah.
And the generator maybe twice a week, let that run just to make sure the
Mm-mm.
batteries are good. For some
That's
reason, batteries don't last long in the Philippines.
the generator still is doing fine. Maybe Darrell, the
She hurt her
why what
ankle.
happened? What happened? Why she hurt her ankle?
It doesn't take much to hurt your ankle, Miles. You slip, you're gonna hurt your ankle. You know, especially if you roll it. Doesn't take much to hurt it. Skyflakes, Miles. What is
What?
skyflakes? Skyflakes.
Skyflex, this one.
Oh, okay. The crackers. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. We used to buy the big packs of them, didn't we?
Yeah, that 12, 24 pieces. 24 like this in one pack. The
Hmm.
you bought usually 24 packs
Yeah.
in one
You get them.
box.
You get them crackers, some peanut butter, a little bit of jelly, and life is good,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, I don't know now if because if you buy this in a store, it's 8 pesos per piece. I mean
Per
this
pack.
one. Yeah, 8 pesos. So then, if 8 peso, that 24 times 8 is 16, 100, 200 plus,
Hold on.
almost 200.
Hey, how you doing, dog? Shout out from Texas.
This is a your new
Yeah,
subscriber, B?
I guess
Darren Lin.
yeah, he's never come up on the lives. He might have been subscriber for a long time. Yeah, it's a long way from everything. Nice area.
Lingua.
Nah, anytime, like I said, if you're there for more than 6 months, then you need to leave. You need to get a permission slip. Yeah, I believe it's 6 months. I would do your research, McLovin, but I believe it is 6 months. I could be wrong.
Yeah, six
I
months.
could
You
be
need
wrong.
to yeah, processing, especially processing your visas, like a year visa, your 13A, especially. You need to get your NBI first.
And they say, how long was that? Do you remember how long that clearance is good for?
It's only
Is
April,
it 1 year?
June,
No,
June.
no, no, no.
Oh, I mean the NBI clearance.
Yeah, no, yeah, the clearance, the exit
I
clearance.
think it's 1 year. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah. She was cutting weeds and stood up. Mm, yeah. Anything, man. Nowadays, I'm afraid to sneeze sometimes. Go out my back or something. Hey, Rodney, how you doing? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you.
Good morning, Rodney.
Yeah. Well, that's
Mm-hmm.
one of the reasons why I didn't. That's one of the reasons why I went out walking, man. Loosens up my knees. My knees feel
Mm-hmm.
great. It's my thighs. Oh my god, my thighs are killing me.
What is it? The muscles.
Yeah, you gotta wear braces. You want to know something, Mayor? I don't know about you, but if I knew back in the day what I know now, I wouldn't have done half the stuff that I did. You know, because you pay for it now. You know, you pay for it now. My knees. I don't know, man. I don't know how long. I really don't. Yeah, I have no idea. But if it was up to me, I'd be on a flight tomorrow going back. Trying to get things done, but feels like I ain't getting anywhere. Does feel that way, don't it, Mayor? They talk to you for 5 minutes and charge you a couple $100, and they don't do anything for you.
Just to check up for check up only.
And you go in there with a complaint about something.
Con- Consulting what is the problem.
Mm.
Okay.
Most of the time, you'll talk more. You spend more time talking to a nurse than you'd actually talk to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm talking about the states. Philippines is the other way around. You know,
Mm.
I think the doctors do more than in the Philippines than they do here. You know, I've seen it, Miles. I've seen the way the doctors here are, where the doctors the nurses in the room that you're in, asking you all these questions, taking your blood pressure and all this other stuff, and they leave. You know, and then the doctor comes in, asks you a couple questions. He says, "Well," and then he leaves. Then the nurse comes back in with the prescription. Here, you need to take this. But of course, when you're leaving, you got the bill. And you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's expensive. But like I was saying, the Philippines, it seems the doctors there do more interacting than the nurses. The nurses, they don't do as much as they do in the States. When you go in the hospital in the Philippines, you got to have somebody there with you all the time, the whole time. Like Miles in the hospital, I would have to be with her the whole time, and I'm the one that takes care of her, right, Miles?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad thing, but it's just kind of like there is no like in a hospital here in the States, Miles, they got what they call a call button. If you need something, you push the button, the nurse comes in and helps you out, whatever you need. They don't have
That
one.
that's the reason why they allow one member of family to stay with you in the room. There is you just you're the only one who stay in the hospital.
Yeah,
Only visiting. That's it.
yeah. You're my fixer. Yeah. Actually, I did call. I was going to go to the Army hospital here, and they told me they're kind of booked up for physicals and stuff like that. But they said they got me an appointment for the end of this month. But if something opens up, they'll call me and let me. And I told them the situation. So we'll see how the doctor goes. So, Dow, are you going to show up for this golf tournament here? I don't know what PGA or whatever it is. I know nothing about golf. I'm not even going to try to act like I do. It's a big thing here right now. I think it because it brings in money.
What? Only in Georgia, be?
Well, they tour all over the place, but there's certain areas in Augusta, Georgia, they come
Oh,
here. I say there's a private airport here, and that's where all the private planes come in
mm-mm.
for the golfers, the well-known golfers. They all come in there. They got these hangars where they put the planes in.
Meaning you can see Tiger Woods then.
I don't think he's going to be here. He's got some other things going on right now. I don't think he's going to be there. He might be, but I don't know about anybody else. But I feel sorry for him. I do. I mean, he was Tiger Woods, and then all of a sudden his dad passed away, and everything started going downhill for him. But he was very close to his father, very close.
Mm.
Yeah, Bonnie, I'm not disagreeing with you, man. I can't understand what's going on as far as everything, everything. You got people that never mind. I don't want to talk. I just don't get it anymore. Yeah, it is. There's a lot to see here. I think Georgia's pretty. I mean, there's exceptions like anywhere else, but I think Georgia's pretty. Hey, doesn't Atlanta have a city underneath the city, or not the whole city, but where they just something happened and instead of rebuilding the city, that I think it was burned. It just, I think it was Atlanta. You got Coca Cola here too, but yes, there is a lot to see. Yeah, the Masters. Yeah, yeah. Like I was saying earlier, we were driving yesterday, and the streets, they were cleaning the streets up, and there was a paddy wagon, and I was like, "Who's they away?" And he told me, Brandon, son-in-law. He says, "Now what they're doing is they're gathering up all the homeless people and taking them away." He says they'll probably put them in like a hotel or something, just until the tournament's over with. Then they'll say, "You're free."
Hmm.
Yeah, no Tiger. Yeah. Now it's like I don't know nothing about golfing. Is Tiger Woods still as famous and as good as he used to be, or is he kind of you know going downhill? There's something going on with him, man, in his head. That's why I won't make fun of him. There's something going on. Yeah, the underground mall. Yeah, maybe that's what. Yeah, was it Rodney? Was it any good? Well, who does? Hey, you just went there for the wings, right? Yeah, that's my mistake, man. Like I said, there's something going on with him, man. I know he took it really hard when his father passed away. Maybe his father was just keeping him on that straight and narrow, you know? I don't know. Uh, Well, I still have family in Philadelphia, and I'm waiting for them to say, "Hey, you want to come up and visit us?" I might go to Philly. I don't know yet. Funny thing is, Dal, lived in Philadelphia until I was 19. Yeah, 19 years old. I never seen the Liberty Bell. I never seen Betsy Ross's house. We weren't that far from it, or any other places in Philly, historic sites. Never. You're like, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel sorry for him, man. There's something going on with him. I think that the ass incident he got involved with a few years back, you figure he hit bottom. Maybe this is his rock bottom. Maybe this is an eye opener to him to realize, I got, you know, I got to change. It's the age and injuries. Mm. Well, they're saying this time what drugs? When I read read about him, it was I thought he was drinking, but they said no, it wasn't drug. It wasn't alcohol. It was other things. Have you been to the Yellow House lately, Miles?
Not yet, Darrell, not yet. I just want been there once to get halo halo.
Yeah,
Halo halo.
they might think that you're mad at them, Miles. If you don't show up. They do that there. If you
I
stop going somewhere, they
no,
think you're mad.
I always talk to the one of this staff too,
What's
and
the sugar one?
the the skinny one, the cooker.
Oh yeah, she's good people too. I know you're talking about.
And even the guy, the guy who's always driving the e-bike, the delivery bike.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good guy. All the people at the Yellow House are good people. Really good people.
Yeah. From grocery to the travelers in.
Hmm. Yeah, they're all fun. Well, there used to be one well, she's at the groceries, but she used to work both the grocery and the restaurant. The
Mm.
tall one, the one that Dal was asking about that time. I can't remember her name.
M- Minda.
Hmm.
The name is Minda.
But she's only working at the grocery store now.
Yeah. Normally, she's uh is still there. I working there first, and then he transfer here. She transfer here, and then maybe not. They don't have enough stuff in the grocery, so.
Yeah. But everybody seems to stay there. You know what I mean? You
Mm,
don't see, well, there's one who I haven't seen now in a long time. I don't know. Maybe she moved. Yeah. Probably they meds are addicting too, you know? People get addicted to that's my nephew got addicted to it. He was on pain meds for some I can't remember what it was. And he got addicted to it, man. They hand that stuff out like it's candy. I don't know. I never talked to him about it, you know? Well, I don't like, I try to avoid videoing kids. Well, except when I was in the Philippines, once in a while, Miles' grandkids would show up in it, but I really don't like videoing kids, man. There's too many weirdos out there, and they say inappropriate things about kids, and I don't want to deal with that.
yeah.
Ooh. So what's your plan for today, Miles?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Mm.
You're not going to be productive or be contribute to the town of Badoc?
No.
No, why not? I know you. What you laugh? What you smiling about?
Yes, just watching my. I don't know. I think I need to put it back the screen. I have already washed them yesterday,
Oh, the screens, yeah.
so that I can open this window.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with it, but I just don't. I don't push my channel. I mean, it was just me and Miles, and I mean, it was easier between me and
No,
Miles
yeah,
for a video.
not
I thought it was
not
easy.
not unless they want to get into. Grandpa, why ka took us video. Especially Jeremiah. I like that boy,
Yeah.
Jeremiah.
We have talked about that, Del. I said, Miles, if you want to, use your phone. You could do some videos and just email it to me, or yeah, email. That'll probably be the best. I'm not gonna push it to her, when she's in the market or whatever.
Yes, it's hard. Yeah, it's not market day, because if it is market day, I am carrying a big bag. So
Well, then you need to get somebody to go with you.
in a regular day, so I can video, but it's nothing there. If normal, just like weekdays, except Monday.
And believe it or not, Del, there was more going on in Badoc than is going on here where I'm at and where I'm at here. It's just,
Hmm.
there was more going on. And everything, I don't know if you saw my video today. Everything is so, it takes, you go to the store, you come back an hour and a half, 2 hours later. You know what I mean? You only spend maybe a half hour in the store at that, or maybe a little bit longer, but just getting there in the traffic, you know, especially now with this, people starting to come in now to see this tournament thing, and traffic's getting worse.
Yeah.
What area? The area I'm in, or the area that Miles, Badoc? I mean, today when my daughter Kristen asked me, "Where'd you walk to?" and I told her, she goes, "That's not a very good area." I was like, "Nobody bothered me, you know." I didn't have any, excuse me, I didn't have any problems. Oh, but Doc, and he went, yeah, all right, yeah. How about if I give you a call sometime tomorrow? Give me a time I can call you tomorrow, or do the messenger thing.
Why don't you
Yeah,
don't you include me to your conversation also?
yeah. Well, we could do like a three-way.
Hi
Okay,
Darren, why you want only Brent?
when's a good time for me, though? Between 8 a.m. and 11 p.m. Just tell me when you're not. But you have more of a busy life than I do. Well, tomorrow, well, I can work around that because it doesn't get too hot here. I cut their grass for them. I got to do something though, so I cut their grass. One day I'll do the front. They got a nice part. I mean, they got large lot, not over large, but they got. And I cut the front, and I like cutting grass. I know I'm weird, so I'll cut the front one day, and I'll cut the back the next day. So anytime. All right, we'll throw it on Miles. Miles, what time would be a good time to do it? What time would be a good time to talk about?
Now I
Not,
am Darrell, I am doing something at the back, so you just
just let
yeah,
us know that.
I will give you time to talk to your body.
Well, that will have to. That will is more technology savvy than I am, and he would know how to do it. All three of us at the same time because I have no idea. I don't. I'm ignorant to that stuff.
Just
Hey, Dell,
you
is it bad stuff or?
Marites. Hello, Marites.
Well, this comment because there's a couple of things that I heard, and I don't want to say it on here because I don't want to be liable for anything. You know what I mean? So, well, yeah, it's a good idea tomorrow. I don't want to say because I don't know if it's true or not. You know what I mean? Though. Oh yeah, yeah. I heard the same. Well, I'll tell you later, Miles. I heard the same. I heard. We'll talk about it tomorrow. People don't get upset, but I don't want to be liable, and I don't want Daryl to be liable, and I don't want Miles. Well, Miles is there, so it's just I don't know. But yeah, I heard the same thing, Daryl. I'll talk to you later about that, Miles, tonight. But we knew about it. You even talked about it before I left. And
Yeah.
oh God, I apologize, people. You're like, dude, you're leaving so many holes in this, and I agree with you. But I just don't want to be held liable, man. Especially since Miles is there. I did though. I just that's what I agree on. I heard yeah. But there's other things going on too.
Marites.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
And it's like I said, Miles, she's there, and I don't want anything coming repercussions.
Hello. You, both of you, Marites. Hello.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. There's other things going on too. Let's stop. Let's just stop. People, I apologize, but I don't want. It's
You talk like you talk. Both of you talk later. Don't talk
no,
with us.
we'll do the three-way. We'll do the three-way tomorrow. Three-way. That sounds. Put me with you. What are we talking about? Three-way. Yeah, and like I said, people, I apologize, but I just don't want to. Me and Daryl are in the States, and Miles is still in the Philippines. I don't want her to suffer. Who is married? Who is dead? I don't know who you're talking about, though.
Marites. I mean the other way to say gossip.
Oh, gossip, Maritas.
Gossip. Yeah, yeah. Marites. Chismis. Yeah. Chismis is Marites.
Your wife's sitting
Who's
right
the
next to you, dog.
you ask what Florence, what is Marites? Marites is chismis or gossip.
There is a gentleman that lives in Badoc, and he's I would say he's good friends with me and Miles, but also he's tied in with the community. He's very active in the community, and he has said things to me. Yeah, I know. Maritas, yeah.
Yes, Marites.
Yeah, and I'll let you. I'll give you when we talk tomorrow on Messenger.
Hello. Hello,
Like
Marites.
I want to apologize to everybody watching this, but I don't know. If you all know how things go in the Philippines,
suspend the gossip first.
yeah, if you know how things go in the Philippines, you got to watch. When it comes to certain things, you got to watch what you say because it might come back and bite you in the butt.
Yep.
So, no, see, there is no courts where they can take you for defamation. They take care of things other ways.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk tomorrow, though. But so you're doing good, Daryl?
Marites. I mean,
Yeah.
I should call you both of you Marites,
No, because
right? Isn't
me and you
isn't it
talked about it
Florence?
before. Me, you and I talked about it before we left, and you didn't. Miles, when you have conversations that Miles doesn't really want to have, she really never replies to your comments, and she doesn't disagree with you, but she don't agree with you. If
because
you
I want
understand,
because I just want to like this.
yeah. Miles, how's the prices at the market? Are they going up?
Yeah, yeah, really
Are they going up crazy amounts, or are they just going up?
going up. Not that much. Just just going up.
Well, that Daryl knows the layout of Badoc. Okay, Daryl, you know, right behind the yellow house is the slaughterhouse, right? That's where they take the beef or the caribou or the cows or whatever you want to call them, and they get taken care of there, and they take the pigs there. Now all they got to do is drive what, Miles, 500 feet, if that, to the
Mm-hmm,
market. So I don't
mm-hmm.
understand why the prices of meat and pork are going up. I don't understand it. It ain't like they gotta
It's
ship it in from
no, it's not
each.
because of the travel the distance. It's not because of that. It's because of the the price, how much they pay the whole cow. Or
Okay, now, okay, did pork go up?
yep,
Okay, answer this question. The guy where we buy the pork, doesn't he live in Badoc?
yes,
And he raises his own pigs, right?
no,
Oh, I
not
thought he
now.
did.
Yeah, he did before, but now they are buying live.
Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah,
Everything has a snowball effect, you know, with that price
yeah.
of
You
fuel going
know,
up.
everything going up as far as the gasoline on. It's crazy.
Well, how much is the fuel now? Oh, the electricity went up by what? How many pesos?
The electricity
Yeah,
is going up for one peso
per
per kilowatt.
kilowatt.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it went up 1 peso per kilowatt.
More than 1 peso, 120, I think. I 120.
And now on the bad side of it, okay, for the past year, 2 years, our water meter wasn't working. So we just got charged 324 pesos, Miles.
216.
Yeah, 216 pesos a month for water, okay? But guess what? They're coming in to replace the meter, and now we'll have to pay whatever we use. We were
Yep.
paying, even though, if you use well water, if you have a
Mhm.
meter hooked up to you, you got to pay a minimum of 200 something pesos for that
Yep.
meter to be there. All right. And that's
Mm.
what we were paying. But now, since they're coming in and changing out all these meters, we're going to actually still have to pay for what we use.
I don't know if how much in per cubic meter now.
Yeah, I don't know how much it's still cheap compared to some other places like the U.S. The water bill, but see,
There
they're
is
also their water bill doesn't have the tax collection. You don't pay for that, right? If I'm right,
mhm. Yeah.
they don't pay for for trash collection.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you are right.
Did you know?
Exactly.
Was it a couple weeks ago? A Russian oiler pulled into the Philippines, and they delivered 400,000 barrels of oil. So I don't know. And they said there's more on its way. Russia's coming in. Another Russian tanker's coming in the Philippines with more oil.
Mhm.
So I think people, like you said, people just taking advantage of the situation. That's all.
They
That's happening here too.
they pretending they just like oh close for an 1 or 2 days. Maybe they are waiting for the rising up of the price. So if they know that the price goes rising, they open. They want. Yeah, you're right. They want more profit.
Yeah, it's called taking advantage of it.
Yeah. The sad thing is when everything back to normal, the price now they I think they will not going to back to the normal price before.
Yeah, but you ever notice, and Darrell, you ever notice prices always go up, but they never come down. Well,
Yeah.
exception of gas, except for with the exception of gas, but everything else, prices go up, but they never come down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I heard rentals are expensive here. And here, I keep on forgetting in the Philippines, rental. But see, house prices and stuff like that in the Philippines is so inflated. I think it is. I mean, there was people I had. There was a guy down the road from us that had the lot was smaller than ours. Okay, no house on it, just a lot, and they were asking 5 million pesos for it. I didn't pay that much for my house. You know,
Mm-hmm.
people, it's they think they. I don't know. I don't think people really. I don't know. What would you say it is, Miles? Why people feel that?
Exaggerated.
Yeah,
Overpriced.
yeah,
Overpriced be.
you
Though
know, and it's
the location is good, but the price is too much.
yeah. He didn't sell for that much, did he?
Yeah.
He sold it, but not
So
for that much, did he?
yeah. So that one is still there.
Oh, it's still saw it. He didn't sell it.
No more.
No.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was asking like 5 million for it. I was like, nobody would say he ain't gonna get that. And they will stick to that price, even though if you prove to them that the property or whatever is not worth that much, they won't budge. They will not budge.
Especially now, this
You
the
know, I
price
don't
of
think there
this
is any. Go ahead. Go ahead.
the price of the per square meter now, especially the good location or ben yeah, good location. is- The price is going up. So
Yeah. And like people that want to rent like for like a store, they say their
yeah.
prices are crazy too. People
Mm-hmm.
just think they have more. The whatever they have is worth more than it really is. And like I said, you could show them proof, and they don't care. They think whatever they're selling is more special than everybody else's. But also people complaining that the Philippine peso is being devalued. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's not worth that much. I think it's just a a trend, a market trend. Like the U.S. dollar, 60 pesos to the dollar. I think it's just a trend.
The best thing if you want
Yeah, you're
to
right. Though. He's right.
yeah.
He's right. You got to remember, most of you know this though, Badoc is like a farming community. You know what I mean? It's a, which I don't have a problem with that. But there isn't really any kind of industry there. Well, farming, but there is no major companies there building anything.
No.
And what I find kind of funny there, though, is that at one time, not in Badak, but one time, Elon Musk wanted to build a factory here. You know, he didn't want to go to China. He knew that the cost would be good as far as selling it. You know, he wanted to keep his price low, so he wanted to come to the Philippines and build a factory. And the Philippine government, and he was going to hire a couple of thousand workers, give people work, and the Philippine government said no. I never understood that. I never got that. You know, he was going to. I don't know, but to let the Chinese come in here and buy bars. You know, want a bar.
Mm.
Well, Chinese and the Koreans running bars on Walking Street and other places. And 178, what's that owned by, Miles?
So I think that is Taiwan.
Korean. Ain't it Korean?
No,
Then what is
no,
it? Chinese?
Taiwanese.
Taiwan's?
Yeah,
Yeah, to let them come in and have business and stuff like that. But they don't. They want a trillionaire to come in there and build a factory to
but
build parts. I think
they're
you look
yeah. Go
bad.
ahead.
Hey, but like I said, I don't know what kind of either he's going to build for satellites or it wasn't going to be for cars. I know that it wasn't going to. I can't think of what it was going to be. He was going to hire a couple thousand people, and the Philippine government said no. I don't make that make sense. There was a big article about it, couple, 2 years ago maybe. They didn't talk about it on the news on TV, but I was reading it somewhere. I think Elon Musk was talking about it. Yes, I just want to hire people to build things for me, and they were denied. Hey,
Hello,
Peter,
good
how you
evening,
doing?
Peter. Good
How's
evening.
how is life in Australia? I bet you it's better than my life, Peter. Do you have to walk? Do you have to walk 4 miles to go to the store? I know his wife's happy to be back.
Hmm.
Yeah, his wife came to visit, and she said the dogs and chickens and roosters were driving her up the wall. You get used to it after a while. It doesn't happen overnight, but you get used to it. But she knew she had a better place to go. Back with her hubby in Australia. Yeah, see, 5 minutes away. I hate you right now, Peter. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, but I got a feeling in the next couple of years, this area that here in Augusta,
They will
yeah, Augusta.
develop that. They're
Oh
going
yeah,
to
they'll do
develop. Mm.
all these woods around here. I mean, from I was told yesterday or today, yesterday, is that all this wooded area has already been, it's already bought. Developers bought it out.
Mm-mm. They will develop that.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
You see, have a lot of houses there, but nothing in there, only the houses. And they need
Yep.
to drive a little bit farther, a few couple, how many minutes to go to the convenience store. So they are going to develop some of that part, that area for the
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
convenience, for the
Yeah, of course
Walmart,
they will.
something like that.
Right now it's just it's nothing but like all independent garages where they work on trucks and cars, and then, little shops. But that'll probably be all bought up, and developers will come here and start building. But see, the farther you go in, the more you see. You'll see strip malls, Walmarts.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
as I observe, or as I can see, the one you when we talked last night
Mhm.
while you walking, I observed that there are a lot that is already, they already scrap the land,
Yeah,
or they may be building something in there, and the creek, the those creek, they need to develop that one also. They need.
yeah. Well, they got guys fishing in that water. I don't know what they're catching. It can't be something big, you know, because the
Is
creek's
is
not that
that is
deep.
that clean? Is that clean water, Bill?
Yeah, it's clean water. It's not sewage water, but it's like you can't be
Oh,
getting big fish out of it. I don't know what to be. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. They offer me to, you can use they have, Brandon has a pickup truck, four-door pickup truck, and Kristen has a SUV. And they always say, you can drive it, but I got that kind of luck though. Somebody will hit me or something like that. I just don't want to deal with it. I feel bad. But they do. They offer me. They say, no, you can use it if you want. And I don't like driving other people's cars. That's just the way I am. You know. Now, if I had a bicycle, I ride that everywhere. I'll be one of them. Hey, Dell, I'll be that old guy riding a bicycle talking to himself with plastic bags hanging off both sides, and I'll be like
no,
it's nothing.
just
Yeah.
just bring along your backpack.
Well, that's today. I was thinking, man, I wish I had a backpack right now.
Yeah, your backpack is big, big enough for the stuff you want to buy.
Yeah, just like the black one we have, the black one
Yeah,
you always get. That would be perfect.
yeah, yeah.
Get an e-bike, yeah. I haven't seen any e-bikes. I see a lot of I guess you would call them tricycles, three-wheel motorcycles. One wheel in the front, two wheels in the back. I've seen a lot of that, a lot of them today. A lot of them. Yeah, I just can't. I can't do it, man. I just the way the luck that I have, I pull out onto the major road, bam, I get hit. You know, I just don't.
Mhm.
Yeah, packed. Yeah, have five people on it, right? Like the motorcycles. I've seen. Hey, Dell, I have seen on a moped. I have seen five people in the Philippines on a moped. You got some little kid standing on the front, and they're all lined up in the back. And I'm like, and they got that extension on the back where you could. You can put something on it, and there'll be people sitting on that. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. The funny thing is, the only person to be wearing a helmet is the driver himself. Everybody else, even the little kid, no helmet. Yeah, you see that all the time. And you'll see the driver's the only one wearing a helmet. Sometimes nobody's wearing a helmet. Yeah, the whole family. Yeah, and you're like, what? I seen it one time. Remember that, Miles? Where there was a guy driving down the road on a moped, and he had his arm behind him, and it was almost like a toddler sitting behind him, and he was just holding one hand. I was like, that don't make a bit of damn sense. You told me, remember that, Miles?
Yeah.
I was like, that don't
Doing
make
like
no sense.
that.
Yeah, holding
Doing
it.
like that.
I was like, no, no. Stiffen it up. Hey, if they got when there's a will, there's a way, right?
Mhm.
You do things there that it wouldn't go very far here. Like 4 or 5 people on a motorcycle. The cop would pull them over in a heartbeat. And none of them wearing a helmet, or just the driver wearing a helmet. And they pull them over in a heartbeat. Would you shut the air off?
Turn off. Getting hot.
Yeah. So it's at first, when you first go there, you're like, oh my god, you know. But after a while, you're like, okay. You just laugh at it, okay. Or you see this a lot, and I where you have one guy driving down the road, and then there'll be another guy right next to him with his foot on the passenger peg of the first guy, and what he's doing is he's pushing this guy along. He's pushing this guy along. Seen that, don't you, Miles?
Hmm.
Where he's pushing the guy, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, DC, nah, you're not late, man. Appreciate you showing up. You're never late."
Good morning.
Yeah,
Good evening. This.
but believe it or not, I still wish I was still in the Philippines right now. Things get on my nerves here. Just the way people act. Like when you go into Walmart, I go into Walmart. 5 minutes later, I want to get the hell out of there. You know, people are just mad. They're mad at the world. You be walking down one of the aisles, you look up and you smile, and they look at you like they want to punch you in the face. Like, damn, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I do miss it. I never, I do miss being there. People in the Philippines are great, man. And, there has people saying, oh, the people in the Philippines are so racist. No, they're not. That's a lie. That is a lie. They don't care. As long as you respect them
Hmm.
and you treat them like a human being, you'll get it in return. You go there acting like an ass. Life is going to be very lonely for you in the Philippines because nobody wants to deal with you. That's why it took me forever to make friends, isn't that right, Miles? No, you pick that up real quick. Yeah, it is. It is. It's my home. I mean, I even miss the heat. I do. I'm always cold here. You know, I miss the heat. I just miss the surroundings. Talked to a guy today because when I got this, look at me. Do I look like I'm under 18 years old? All right. And he said, hey, man, he goes, I need to see an ID. And I looked at him and he says, I just got to do it. And I said, okay. And I just pulled out and I had my Philippine driver's license. He looks at it and he goes, Philippines? I said, yep. And he goes, "What's it really like in the Philippines?" I said, "Let me tell you what. You go there between 2 to 3 weeks, and you will not want to leave. Darryl can tell you, you don't want to leave because the people are so different there. So different. Yeah, you got your bad people, of course, but the good people outnumber the bad people. Isn't that right, Miles? Well, you know, you're gonna be.
Except those.
No, that used to kill me. Now, when you're walking down the street and your tricycle drivers start clapping, and you're like, "That's so annoying. Why are you clapping?" They're trying to get your attention. Yeah,
That's
and
how that's how they call their passenger the
yeah,
passengers.
when you're walking, especially down when you're walking where the municipality building is, and you're walking, and you got that little area where all the tricycles hang out at, that cabana area, where it's they're sitting there because it's in the shade, and they come out and they see you and they clap just to get your attention. It did at one time annoy me, but today there's no way that the United States is. It's like, and I'm not putting the United States down, but I'm just being honest, man. As far as the mass, transportation, there is none here, especially here where I'm at. No bus. I didn't see one bus. I didn't see no tricycles. So I always tell everybody, if you want to go somewhere in the Philippines, you can go. They got so many ways how you can travel.
Yeah.
So many ways. You got the tricycles, you got the buses, you got the jeepneys, and hell, there's even people off your ride. You know,
Yep.
and when they get you, when just to say thank you, give them throw a couple pesos away, and they're happy. That's a snack for them.
You can have taxi.
Here, people
But
don't pick
it
you up.
depends. Yeah, it depends where what place you are going to, where you at, because here is there's no taxi here.
Well, yeah, there's taxis. Not Badoc, no, but there is
No,
taxis.
yeah, you're in the
Yeah,
city.
the only thing I mean, I haven't complained about, but I'm like, it would open things up so much better for the Philippines, some type of rail system, train system. You know what I mean? People would travel. I mean, I'm not just talking about in a certain area. I'm talking about the whole country. If they had a rail system, a railroad system, you could travel. Hop on a train. Like in Badoc. Badoc's in the northwest corner of the Philippines, and you want to go south, you hop on a train, you go south. But they don't have that.
Have a, like you said, have a lot of buses, SUV.
Yeah. Okay, keep on talking. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So the real when will be your plan to come and visit Philippines again? And yeah, Ate Marlene is still in. They are. I think they are in Europe again. Yeah, Europe. Ate Marlene goes and travel around the world really, relaxing and
Yeah. Hey,
yep,
Miles. Okay.
yep.
Okay. Sorry, man. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Dal. That's the only thing I can say. They have some type of rail system here. Here, I keep on saying here in the Philippines. It would open that country wide open. Yeah, you're right about that, but like I said, sometimes I don't know. It's just I don't know. That's and plus with the rail system, you know how many people would put to work? You know what
You
I
know,
mean?
you know, you know the main problem of doing that, Brent, is the especially in the low-lying area. It's easy to get flood when there is heavy rain, and then if they put in an upper part, the same thing is the flood. No, what is that? The
Landslides.
landslide. So they cannot. They are maybe they are eyeing that kind of transportation, but that is the problem: flooding and sliding.
Yeah, but do you think the other Southeast Asian countries don't have that problem?
I don't know.
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. But it's just like I said. I mean, yeah, they do have the buses. Now they also have sleeper buses, right? Miles.
Oh, yeah,
So I mean, the
they have.
transportation you can go. You can go anywhere in the Philippines. You can. You can go anywhere.
Just like
But
the
like I said,
one, the bus that I had, that when I back here, when I bring you to Manila, the
yeah.
Partas bus is good. Nice bus. Very nice bus, comfortable. You sit for the like this big, like this big chair,
Yeah.
and right in front of you have a small monitor of
TV.
TV. Ah, and very
Oh,
cold,
very cold.
freezing.
Yeah, we miss each other. We do, really do. We probably, I know I miss Miles more than I thought I would, because I'm so used to like it being in the military. I'd be gone for very, very long periods of time. It's different now, because the mindset knowing that, hey, I got to go. Yes.
Yeah,
We
you're
don't like
right.
it.
You're right, Sandy.
As far as like flights though, yeah, airfare.
Yeah, I asked him when will they plan to come and visit Philippines again.
I got a feeling it's going to take a while for prices to come down though,
Yeah.
because they got to make up the loss.
Hmm.
Oh, you're
Yeah, they
talking
are
about,
in
we're always
Marlin,
in good.
Ate
Yeah.
Marlin. Because Greece
But
is the working side of her husband,
yeah, that's where he's
working
working.
place.
He's always working. Mr. and Mrs. Yellow House, that's what I call them. Mr. and Mrs. Yellow House. Yeah, they're always working. Now, Darrell, you would know. Does he have like a house or something in Greece? Because that's where he works, right? I kind of figured he would, because that's where he works.
Yeah.
Because they're always there. I mean, she comes back to the Philippines, I guess, every once in a while to make sure things are good.
And back to you to Greece again or US.
Yeah. Well, she has grandkids in U.S., don't she? Yeah. Yeah, he
They're
was in
big
Greece.
already.
Yeah.
They're big already.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I figured he rents. How old is he now? Do you know, Miles?
Ate
Mr.
Marlene
Mr.
is 60. Ate Marlene is 65 and the husband is 68, I think.
He doesn't look it. He looks like he's maybe in his 50s.
Yeah, because they are, you know,
No, I don't. What do I know? Why am I setting up the camera? There we go.
when I
Yeah, he's
turn on the
68.
aircon, it's cold.
Then turn it off. Yeah, he looks like he's in his 50s, early 50s. But he's your typical Asian or Filipino age very gracefully. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. I never met him personally. I never met him in person, but everybody, people I've talked to, they say he's a really, really good guy. Really good guy. Yes, he does. He looks young. Takes care of himself.
Yeah,
Very good care of himself. Yeah, I think I would. Like I said, everybody talks. Nobody, people I've talked to, even people don't even work for the Yellow House, they have nothing but good things to say about it. They do a lot for the town, from what I hear.
mm,
He does a lot for the town. And he doesn't want anything in return, you know. He's not looking for anything. Well, yeah, he's a Marine, man. Miles? When's the last time you went to the Yellow House? The store, the grocery store.
last week,
Is
yep.
the prices going up there?
Um, just a little bit, not that,
Just a little bit.
just
Nothing crazy.
no, not crazy price up. Just it's a little bit, but some
Too
not,
bad.
but 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 others, some of the commodities is still there. The price is still there, not going
Yeah,
on.
too bad. When you go all the way back, and if you go to the left where they keep the ketchup and stuff at, too
Yeah,
bad they ain't got refrigerated things back there.
there is.
Not that much, you know. But I know they got ice cream, but
They have
some
to.
refrigerated.
The at the back of the I think two or three refrigerator at the back of the where the oil and ketchup like that. The bag that are fridge in there.
Oh, you're talking about the gas station? Remember that place they were building by the Yellow House?
Yeah,
What were they building again?
this is a gasoline station.
Yeah, in that lot right next to the Yellow House, that's still empty, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, the one that was going to be Jollibees.
No, I think that they just keep that empty.
Yeah, it's going to be that building you were asking about. That's going to be a gas station, probably a gas station slash convenience store.
Not yet. Yeah, not yet finished. Still have a lot of work there.
Now the one that they built with that chicken place, but right behind it, but it's still attached to the building. You got the gas station, the brand new one on a highway. Remember the
Mm-mm.
chicken that we got there once, but we're never going to get again?
Yeah,
Yeah, they were supposed to have like a convenience store there, but I don't think they ever did that.
I don't know.
Now.
No, no, I haven't. I went there. I never go that far. Went just yellow house.
For,
That's it.
yeah.
Market.
But I don't think there's anything right next to the Owl House. If you're looking at the Owl House, that lot they were doing something there, and all of a sudden they didn't do anything. That's still an empty lot, right, Miles?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then when you were talking about what were they building a little bit farther down, that's going to be
Mm-mm.
a gas station.
Gas station, and they said it's like like convenience store.
Yeah, like they have here, though. You know, you got the gas station, then you can go inside and buy stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, but one time that empty lot, oh Lord, it was going to be a Jollibee's, a restaurant, or something. And I was like, I'll believe it when I see whatever they're going to build. They never built anything there.
Even the opposite, the empty lot there.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Is
about, though. You were asking about it before.
no.
The one you were asking about, what were they building? They're building a gas
Mm-mm.
station. But the one across the street, there was a lot there that had a big ditch in it. Well, the
Yeah.
owner leveled it out, and that's as far as it went. That was it. They were done.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he leveled it out. Maybe he was thinking about selling it. They got Jollibees in Texas. So is Jollibees different in the States than it is in the Philippines? They don't have a guy walking around with a big thing of rice with an ice cream scoop.
Only rice, only rice. Those are only for Filipinos. They
Yeah,
don't do. Maybe they won't do there in US.
probably not. Probably not.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I hope Badoc doesn't change as far as it's growing. You know what I mean? Because I think it would
Mm.
lose its appeal. A lot of people like that, Miles. A lot of people like small towns. You know, where everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows everybody's business. You know,
Mhm.
people like that. I mean, I don't like the part of knowing everybody's business. All right, but as far as when you know somebody because it's the town's so small.
Mhm.
And Miles even say, Miles like, I'll be walking this street. We'll be walking there, everybody, hi, Brent, call me by name. And Miles will look at me and say, I have no idea who that is.
Mm. And when you encounter a car and then open the window of the car, hi.
Yeah, yeah,
We get so
hi. And I like, I have no idea who that is.
ube pie.
And if I,
You know,
if, go ahead,
yeah.
Miles.
That I do like more the ones the apple pie, apple pie or mango pie.
They have rice there, Miles.
They have.
Jollibees.
Is there any bucket and
Do they have a guy walking around with a bucket,
no.
ice cream scoop, scooping up and putting in, giving people rice?
You no, maybe they don't have that like that in there.
Yeah, I miss it. You know, though I used to like going there, and I used to mess with the girls there. And some people say, some people are watching the video, you're flirting with them. I said, no, I said, they don't want, please. I'm 61 years old. I'm useless to them. Okay. But a lot of your Filipinos feel or think that foreigners, especially Americans, are unapproachable. You know what I mean? But I proved that wrong. I talk to them all the time. I talk to them all the time. I miss that. I go there to get two empanadas, and I'm there for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes talking to them. Not that, and I'm not the initiator to the conversation. They usually are.
Mm.
It always starts off the same way. Where's ma'am? She's at home. Why are you here by yourself? Because last time I checked, I was a grown man, and they laugh. And they say, I know where my house is, so I don't need to, you know. And then we go into other conversations.
Mm.
There's a couple expats, foreigners. There's a couple. There's an area they used to call they're Australians, and they said they called the Australian. I never seen it, but the road right beside the yellow house, right before you get to the yellow house. If you follow that road, they say if you follow that road all the way down, they call it the Australian compound. I never seen it. It might be urban legend. I don't know, but there is a they say there is a couple of Australian guys who married a Philippine girls and they built this little compound. But one time I was in the yellow house, and I guess this Australian was a bad boy the night before because he was kissing his Filipino wife's ass big time in the yellow house. Oh yes, dear, no dear. Oh honey, you want anything? I looked at him. He looked like he was hungover. I was like, "Oh, somebody got in trouble." He was, and she was answering him, but it was very short answers, like very, very short. It's like, "Oh, he's in deep trouble." But yeah,
Mm.
but other than that, we got the Mr. and Mrs. Curtis, but they're not there all the time. They fly between. Where are they from, Miles? Utah?
Florida.
They're from Florida. They fly back, they visit and spend a period of time there, but they don't live there.
Stay here
And,
for three months, I guess.
and then they go back. And is there any other foreigners? Oh, we got the Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Indians living there. There's only like three or four of them. But that's really about it. And I think that's what I liked about Badoc is it wasn't, and I know everybody's going to say, "Whoa, it's not overcrowded with foreigners," because sometimes foreigners can ruin things. They can ruin. Okay, you didn't see them.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because it's
Cooler. It's like a cooler without the spout in the front where to get water. But that's what it reminded me of one of those coolers, the orange ones without the spout, water spout on it. That's what it reminded me of. Yes, they're very curious. Yeah, they want to know if you're married. But everybody knew everybody, well, anytime, well, with the exception of a few times when I go get us empanadas, anytime I was somewhere, Miles was with, we were with each other. So,
Mm.
right, Miles,
Yeah.
we went somewhere together. Because we both went somewhere just to get out of the house. We'll go
Mm.
somewhere. We don't have to go there. We want to go there. You know, you look tired.
I woke up. I slept at midnight and then woke up 4 o'clock.
Yeah. Actually, I've been sleeping pretty good. I uh, I notice if I go to bed at like 11 o'clock,
Mhm.
I get up at like 7. But if I go to bed at like 9, I get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. What?
My sleeping habit is not. It wasn't that good.
Why is that?
I sleep if I fallen asleep at earlier than 9 o'clock. 100%. I get up 1:30 or 8 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
There's times you have slept hard. I mean, where I get up before you, and I know what time Miles usually gets up, usually at 5. All right, and all of a sudden it's going on 6 o'clock, and I used to go in the bedroom and do the live check. Make sure I look at her chest. Okay, it's going up and down. We're okay. Just like I do with Mucky when he's laying on the floor and he's really, really still. I'll sit there and I'll look at his stomach or his chest. All right, he's all right.
Mhm.
He's alive. Same thing. This shepherd,
Yeah,
same thing. He'll be laying on the floor. He'll be out, and I have to look at him. He's all right. He's alive. I do the live check.
still breathe, still breathing.
That shepherd, he's a good. Reminds me a lot of my. Well, I talked about a lot. Sasha,
Yeah.
the shepherd I used to have. Reminds. He looked. Sometimes he looks at you. Looks like he's smiling at you. I'll take a picture one of these times of him when he's looking at me,
Yeah.
and I say, "It looks like he's smiling." I'm sure you can see his top teeth like this. Yeah, Miles says Mimi misses me. All right, Miles.
Yep. And the girl cannot eat. No appetite to eat since you gone.
Well, she's eating, but
She's
you know,
she's eating, but not even half.
yeah. Me and Mimi were close, weren't we, Miles?
Yeah, me.
Close.
Is it? Yeah.
She used to jump up on the bed and lay right up against me.
Mhm. Bye bye.
I'm putting Marky probably gives to, doesn't care because he's a mama's boy.
Spoon. There you go. Up. Just lying in the bedroom with
Well, I could go
the
out.
the fan
Okay.
the fan straight go to.
And it's something I could with Mucky. I could go out, be gone for a couple hours, come home, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" Right? Mucky will go, Miles will go to the sorry store, come back, and he acts like he's been gone for like years. I'm like, yeah, he's a mama. That don't bother me. I mean, he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't hate me, but Miles is on top of his favorite list, which is fine. Like I said, when Mucky was a puppy, he was a very sick little boy. And Miles babied him and took care of him and got him through it. So they
Yeah.
bonded real tight. Her and Mucky are very, very tight.
Yeah. Mhm.
So all I want to say is when I know I'm going back to the Philippines, you all know. But right now, I know nothing. And it bothers me because I'm ready to go back. I didn't be honest with you, though, when I left, okay, I was thinking, oh, I'll be all right, you know? But I think after the first couple of days, it was like, man, I want to go back. I surprised myself. And I tell everybody here when I'm talking to them, like I go to the store and I got to show my ID card, and they say, "Oh, the Philippines. And what's the Philippines like?" And I tell them, I said, "Let me tell you what. You go to the Philippines and spend 2 to 3 weeks there, you will not want to come back. You will not want to leave." Oh Lord, dude, I just answered that. I just got to take care of some stuff, man. That I thought it'd be a lot easier if I came back and found out it's not.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm here visiting. I'm staying with my daughter, my oldest daughter, and my youngest daughter. She said she's going to. She lives up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She said she's going to come and visit, but she has a very she's a she's a mortician. So, and she said she jokes about it. She goes, death is a booming business. I said, you're so sick. And she goes, that's where the money's at. Funeral
Yeah,
services.
as long as you earn money.
She does everything, and she also it's gross, man. I don't even like talking. I ask her questions about certain things, like what's like. I asked her one time. I said, I got to ask you a question because what's that? I say, when you die, do they put underwear on you? Because actually, that's one of the things they when you pass away, not you, but the family, they put, what do you want to wear a suit? Do you have a suit for them to wear? And also underwear is in there. Do you want to wear an underwear? Really? She goes, at least where I'm working at, they do. And I was like, oh, okay. And I said, what do people use? She goes, believe it or not, people say yes, you know. And some people, she don't understand this. I know it's why you're talking about this, but she told me a lot of people think, and it can be, cremation could be one of the cheapest routes to go. It's because some people make it very expensive. And
Mhm.
she's like, she tries to explain to them that we're going to put this, everything that you want, we put into a furnace and we cook it. We turn it into an ash. She goes, why are you going to spend all that money like coffins? She goes, they have these coffins that are like a couple $100. She goes, it's basically like cardboard. It's nice, you know. She says, you can rent a coffin if you're going to be cremated, and that's like, just for the for viewing purposes. And then they put you either in this cardboard thing, or they just put you on the slate and they put you in there. She goes, people spend so much money, and then they want the coffin cremated with the body.
Mm-mm.
And she says, we have to do it because if you don't, you can get in trouble for fraud. And she goes, I just don't understand it. They're taking something that could be the most cheapest way to go, and they make it very expensive.
Mm.
I was like, okay. I said, so what are you going to do with me? She goes, I'm going to put you in a hefty bag, a hefty garbage bag. And she goes, and I'll find a ditch. I said, well, thanks for caring. She goes, I would never do a family member. I would never prepare. She goes, no, I would never do a family member. Yeah, that's the. I was thinking about that too. My son-in-law was telling me that. He says, when you're there, when you go, tell me, hey, can I get a copy? He says, you might have to pay for it. You might have to, because they have to copy it and everything like that. My medical record ain't that. For over 20 years in the military, my medical records ain't. The only things in there is when I got my physicals, you know, and when I hurt my arm. That's the only thing in there. I wasn't one of these guys that went to.
I will
I
go.
stayed.
I, Be, I will go for
Yeah, yeah, so do I. So do I, man. Hey, Calzone, glad to see you, man. Yeah, we're doing good, man. We're dealing with it. Me and Miles talk a couple times a day, and we're just doing our best. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, that's true. You are right. The only thing that bothers me though is I know some people here. Well, I don't know if I ever said anything before. I knew a person that was in doing Desert Shields, Desert Storm. They were in Kuwait working in the parking lot. I think it was a hospital. I'm not sure. As a cook, it was only there for a couple of weeks, then left. And this person thinks they deserve everything and anything the VA has to offer. Never got hurt, never saw combat, never in a danger zone. That's. I think some people abuse the VA system. Yeah, I'm hoping, man. I am hoping. But I'm gonna be honest, Kazan. I'd rather be back in the Philippines, man. When I went to the Philippines 7 years ago, I was, after I got used to everything, I was like, I'm gonna die here. You know what I mean? This is it. Shit, it's much cheaper in the Philippines to be buried than it is here. How much it cost to bury somebody? 30,000 pesos, Miles?
It depends. Your 30 pesos, your 30,000 pesos not enough. If you get the coffin alone is
You don't have to put me in a
expensive.
coffin. I told you where
It
you can
can,
bury me right out front. Right in that
yeah,
patch of grass we have right up.
yes,
You can bury
but
me
you
right
still,
there.
but you still need the coffin.
I don't need a coffin. Just wrap me in a sheet.
Mhm.
Coffins are overrated. Just wrap me in a sheet,
Mhm.
and and the coffin ain't even gonna have to. The the burial site doesn't even have to be this way. It could be this way. You just drop me in. So, see ya. I'm dead. I don't care. You know, I'm dead.
Mhm.
You can put me in a landfill. I'm serious. I'm dead. You know, it's not a. I
Mhm.
know it's. Oh no, no, I don't care. I could care less. You know, I know people told me. I was like, dude, you're dead. Who cares? That I was like, well, do you want to be buried or cremated? Oh, I don't want to be cremated. I said, why? He says, because it might hurt. I said, dude, you're dead. What's up?
Mimi,
Yeah,
Mimi
it
wants to
is.
come.
I, Calvin, since I've been here, I don't let, I stay out of things, and I ain't gonna let it get to me. Actually, I think living in the Philippines changed me a lot. I just let things go. When I see things going on around me, I just ignore it. You know, I just ignore it. I'm like, how does this involve me, or how does this affect me? It doesn't. I
Mhm.
don't care. You know, I'm still, the only thing I'm worried about being when I'm here in the States is I'm worried about Miles. You know, it's the only thing I worry about. Well, cousin, you're not obligated to anything, man. I just, you're quite a bit on here quite a bit, and I appreciate you being here. But you're not obligated for anything. You don't have to be on every live stream. It's just that, like, I got like, I got Daryl and I got a couple other people. All you do is you're the troll hunter. And you ain't gotta ask if you see somebody in there being nasty. You ain't gotta say, "Hey, is it all right if I do this?" You do block, kick off, say goodbye, whatever. It doesn't bother me. No problem, Calzone. You're a good man. Yeah, that's the only thing I worry about is Miles. I've been through some. No, I'm not a victim, but I've been through some crazy things, through the years. I don't think there's anything else crazy you could throw at me. You know? Yeah, that would be great. But you want to know something? I don't know. She might have changed her mind, but she said she just really had no desire to come to the United States. She's a
it's not no desire. I want to visit, but I 100% I don't like to stay there.
yeah.
I don't like
Hopefully,
to live there.
hopefully it won't be to the point where you feel the need to come visit because I'm not there. Hope it doesn't get to that. As far as long for a long, long
Mm,
period of time.
yeah.
But we deal with it, you know. Like I tell everybody else, the only responsibility I have is Miles. I got to make sure I provide to her, which I am, and she'll be my witness. You know, I'm not one of these guys that take off and forget. Forget what's behind me. But I cannot stress Miles is my only responsibility in the Philippines. And I let Miles know that often. You're my only responsibility. I don't care about anybody else. Well, I care about the well being, but hey, you make a bad decision, that's on not Miles, but if you somebody else, you make a bad decision, that's on you. Me. Not on Miles, that's on you. You're an elder. Deal with it. Right, Miles?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you doing?
Exercise my fingers.
Uh, So you ready to cut out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I will put it back the screen window screen.
All right. Before I mess it up, like I have so many times in the past, where's it at? Flipboard. Our next one will be Tuesday, right?
No,
Tuesday.
your
Yes.
Tuesday night. Your Tuesday night.
Yes. Yes. Your Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
All right. Our next live will be Tuesday, whatever date that is, at 8 p.m. It's going to be Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, U.S. time at 8 p.m.
Mm.
Just if you're in the Philippines, it's the day after, but in the morning, right?
Yep. Yep. My day here is Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
And what I'll probably start doing now, instead of doing long, I'll probably
Yeah.
every once in a while do shorts. Except I want to go into people have been putting these videos up. I don't know if you all have seen it, where they go into Walmart and they'll grab a 10 pound, 5 pound sack of potatoes. And it'll say on the bag 5 pounds, and they put it on the scale, and it only weighs like 3 pounds or 2 pounds, but you're being charged for that five. I want to find out if that's true, if that's really happening in Walmarts. So next time we go to Walmart, I'll take I'll take I'll take a I don't know what I might make a short out of it and take the iPhone and I just want to see if it's true. You know, if you be, we be, is Walmart's really ripping people off.
Yeah.
It's not only potatoes, sack of carrots or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, glad to see you here too. It's really good. Like I said, man, I was like, oh, I hope she's okay. Remember, Miles, you were saying
Yeah,
before I
Sanjif,
left.
not
Yeah, and you were talking about your health with your heart, and I was like, oh man, I hope
yeah.
everything's okay with her. Happy Easter to you, also, Isaac. Yes.
Easter.
Yeah, there's videos out now. I was on there's this one guy that does it. He goes to different places. I guess I mean he's doing a good job, and he weighs things. Like he'll pick up a bag and he'll say like carrots or whatever, and the weight on it, and it's how much you're going to pay for it, and then he puts it on the scale, and it's like it's nowhere even near it. Even meat, like hamburger meat and whatever steak or whatever, he puts that. It's mostly Walmart, and he puts it on the scale because they got a scale on the where the vegetables are, and it's never even close to that weight. It's under the weight, not over the weight.
It's cheating.
Yeah, exactly. This one guy, he got a deep Southern accent, and he's got a thin beard and mustache, of course. Yeah, and you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Mm.
Yeah, check the. But I just want to do it, man. It's just like, damn. Either it's just where he goes, or it's all over. I don't know. All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and cut out of here. It's going on. It's after. Hey, Della, you're up late tonight. Uh, Miles says she's going got some things she wants to get done, and I really don't have anything to do. But I watch Grey's Anatomy.
Mm.
All right, man. So let me look through these real quick. Yeah, you too. Thank you, cousin.
Thank you, cousin.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like I said, it's always uh, Walmart, and I think it's Kroger's. He's been into, and he's done it, and it's like the weight's like not even close. Oh, you're monitoring the game right now. All right, man. We're gonna let these guys go. Remember, you all be good to yourself and be good to each other. Let's make the world a better place to live. Bye for
Yep.
now.
Bye bye.
Now, what time you want me to call you tonight, Miles? 11? My time?
Yeah, around 11. So
Yeah,
I can fix that screen.
yeah. All right. Thank you, Dell. Thank you very much. All right,
Thank
man.
you, Darrell.
See you again
Floyd.
on Tuesday, right, Miles? Is it Tuesday?
Yep, your Tuesday.
I gotta look again.
Your Tuesday
Yeah,
night.
yes. I'm gonna make a big poster and I'll say live. All right, get one of those desk counters and just mark it down. All right,
Mm.
man. You all be good. Bye for now.
Bye bye.
What time you want me to call you?
11.
All right, I'll talk to you then. Love you, Miles.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.